Alright guys, I think we got it as much as possible. So, as you can see, I cut out the other side, dremeled it, sanded down here just to get smooth enough. And then on the actual plunger tube here, I cut out these little feet. There's 4 here and then 4 on the other side. Make sure you cut all of them. Don't cut it too deep or else it can crack the plunger tube itself. Luckily I don't think I did that, but just enough. And then of course sand the other side and take this out, go back in, sand the bottom so it fits. And I'm hoping that this will go together. The only problem is that now we don't have like an anchor here for that screw because we had to cut it out. But I think once it's together enough with screws, and we put the end cap on this, it'll hold it all together. You know, worst case scenario, we might have to put another screw in, but yeah, whatever. All right, let me see here. Get the screws here. And I hate that trigger. The spring is almost too strong that any little sudden touch to it, it makes it fly out automatically. Okay. Now you will have to hold this down pretty hard once it's lined up, or else everything will fling out of it just like that trigger did. So you want to make sure that this is lined up, the sled bolt with that opening there. I'm going to hold it down while I screw some of the screws in. Do the handle first just because it's right in front of me. That right there. Okay. We have one more screw, which is that long screw which goes up here. Let's see what the situation is up top. Oh, there is one more screw. I hear it. So we're stuck in the box. Whatever, we don't need that one. Yeah. So as you can see, it's apart a little bit. Trying to get this screw in as much as possible. Where is this screwdriver? Because if this one can hold this much, the cap will be able to hold the rest, I believe. And I dremeled and sanded as much as I could. This kit is usually better in a Prophecy shell versus a Retaliator, but as you can see, it is happening. It's just, you know, difficult. All right, I think we're good. Get that little beat down there. Okay, enough of the hard work. Okay, next is, that's not good, what the hell is that? Oh, it's just a plunger tube. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna put this through here, and yeah, it'll still stick out, which is fine, you want that. And you're gonna take your stock here, and on this blaster, you want a fixed stock instead of a folding one, just because of the mod that we're doing, because this is going to give you a lot of power versus a bendable one. Alright, so this comes with two parts. It comes with the adapter and the actual stock. Oh, let me put this screw in before I forget, because I know I will. Okay, and remember the two screws that you took out of the original stock adapter? You grab those. And we're going to be using those to put this guy back on. So this is our new stock adapter. Just going to put this through there. I believe that way. Yeah. Make sure that it's around all that. Make sure it lines up with the top and bottom. And then you can use the screws basically in the same places. Hold that guy on. All right, there's one. Two. Okay. So that sticks out, and basically the stock, this is all hollow in here, so the stock actually fits in there with a little bit of compression, of course. All right, finally got the stock on. Took me a while, but basically I had to put it on the edge of my desk, and this is really tight on the adapter, which is good and bad. Good in the sense that when you get it on a little bit, it tends to hold the spring in there just enough for you to let go for a second. But then it's actually hard to push the rest of the stock on. So what I had to do is I put it on the edge of my desk and I used my mallet. I just did it straight downwards. Make sure it's a rubber mallet if you do that. Because it was either that or I was going to have to take some of the spring out, and I really didn't want to do that. But this isn't going anywhere now. You can see it's not on there all the way, but it's on enough. I mean, this isn't, yeah, that's not coming off at all. So, the next part, we can do the pump kit maybe. Oh, first we're going to take the barrel. I have the yellow one that came with it, but I'm actually going to do it to one of these because I have like 4 of these ones versus 1 yellow one. So I'm going to save that one because I'm going to paint this regardless, I think. Yeah, we'll use the yellow one. Because I remember I did say that I want to keep it original as possible. Plus, there's only slightly modification to this guy. Okay. So what you're going to want to do... See, do I need this tube? I don't think you need this kind of tube if you already have a barrel because that's the same width as this barrel. And I believe should just go on like that. Or maybe not. Let's see here. No, you can't use that. Okay. Okay. Well, that answers that. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to order a worker barrel to make this guy work because apparently this doesn't match up with that, but the worker barrels do, so it'll be fine. We can install a pump kit, but it won't be on anything. I don't have a spare one. They're all being used. But let's see what's in here. Might ask Luke if he can. I mean, I'm pretty positive he gets those by mail from worker, like, you know, in the colors that they have. But let's see if he has a yellow one to match this. That'd be nice. I can always paint it, you know, but then I'd have to try to match the yellow with this yellow. So priming bars, plastic. So here are the priming bars. Here's the thing that goes on the bottom of the barrel. So basically the bottom of the barrel goes through here and then attaches on the sides with, I believe, 3 screws on each side. Probably with a nut back here. Let me see if that one barrel will, if I'm able to show it that way. Let's see here. Yeah, so basically it goes like that. And as you see on the Nerf barrel, it gets stuck right there. I wonder why we can't use this. It's very weird. I thought this worked with this. It should. Let's see here. Don't need that. Because there's enough space around it. It's not hung up on anything that I know of. Ow. Yeah. I'm done. Okay, I need to take this inner barrel out. That's why it's not fitting in there. But taking apart this barrel is pretty simple. Oh, I want to use the yellow one. That's right. Because I want to keep the original parts as much as possible. So the main body of the barrel has 4 screws 4, and then you got 2 up here at the front, because the front comes apart basically. All right, that just comes off like a puzzle piece. We're gonna take this side off. Take this inner tube out. Put that over here. Put this one in. Just like that, I believe. Put this back on. There we go. Make sure that's about that length. You'll have a little bit extra, but I think this will cover it up enough. Let's see here. Let's see here. How's it go? I noticed with this on the end, it kind of squeezes that barrel a little bit. Let me see if this just goes in as is, and then I can put the end on the back. Might not need that barrel cover anyways. I mean, it's nice that they include it, but you know, if you don't need to use it, it's extra. And I can always use a barrel, so I can use that with anything. Let's see here. Oh, screw those back in, of course. Yeah, so it's gonna look like that. You can take this out. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it in for now. But what you do want to do, put it back off for a second. On each side, take this apart again. You can just do this with the snips you have. It's very simple. Is to help with the priming, so it goes back fully. This little bar here, you want to make that, try to make that as flat as the rest of it. Where are my snips? There you go. And it's only on the bottom. The one on the top doesn't matter because you're not priming from the top. And you want to do it on both sides of the barrel here. Let's see if I can just twist that out. You can always go back in after you twist out the main piece there and clean up with an X-Acto knife, which I would probably do. Oh, yeah, if this pops out, it just goes in right there. It goes right in there. This is the thing that locks the front to the actual blaster. Two things falls out. Yeah, a few things. We'll do this one right here. And let's see here. I'll just use this little knife since it's near. Doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to be down enough for the slide to go on. Always look at it from every angle, because you could always miss something that you can't see from one angle versus another. I think that's pretty good. I'll go to this one, clean that one up. I try to go straight down and then across. That looks pretty clear. All right, and we just need to put the barrel back together. This is the bottom part. This goes, let's see. This goes up. I always forget how this part goes. Let me put this on first. There we go. This goes in the back here. Let's see. I believe it goes in like this. This on top. And screw everything back together. I think I'm supposed to get the stock for this blaster tomorrow, hopefully. I just messaged Greg at 3D Printed Seller today to see where that order is, because he said that was done like printing, but I don't have a tracking code. So tracking code would be helpful. That way I can plan my videos accordingly. Because when I film a video, I try to stay at least one day ahead, 2 if I am lucky, if I have the energy. Like today, yeah, I'm filming this is actually Friday, but it's going to be going up tomorrow, Saturday. And the vids that I'm going to put up on Sunday, I'll be doing tomorrow. Luckily, they're easier than this. Okay, we got that all back together. I think you want to put it on first. There we go. Now, I've never done this pump kit. I've done others that are kind of similar, but not, basically the ones I've done before are just straight bars across, so they're like up here. But this will help with it basically going down and across. So let's see here. I think most of this is for this guy. Oh, that's cool. This packer actually came with 2 of these, which we've already installed. That's what those guys are. So that's good. They send you these just in case if you don't have like that kit all set up, but that's pretty cool. Give you a little Allen wrench in here. Some triangle covers or blocks, something like that. Yeah. So let's see here. See, this is supposed to go right out there. And let's see. Which way's front? That way. Might need to sand that out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sand that out. Well, not sand, but you know. Because it's getting stuck there, which is a problem. Let me get my X-Acto knife real quick. Alright. Clean that up just a little bit. And when you're doing this part, it's always good to cut more than less, because you want that thing to slide freely. Do the other side, just in case. Let's see. I think it's still this side. I think it's so awkward now to rotate. Actually, can I just take this off for now? Yeah. Put that down, just work with the barrel. Go. Let's see now. It's a little bit better. It's not perfect, but I think it'll work. Because it wasn't going to all before to the front. Now it is. There's some resistance, but you know, whatever. Can't be perfect in an imperfect world. You can get pretty close though. Okay, whatever. We'll leave it there for now like that. If I need to, I can always sand it down with a Dremel very carefully, you know. Okay. So we got that part on. And let's see. So there's 3 parts, 3 holes here. That matches up to these 3. And I think it just goes on the outside of them. Usually the other ones I deal with, it puts them on the inside, which is very difficult to work with. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm guessing these screws go here. No, it's just a screwdriver. Yeah, that's in there pretty good. And then I believe, see here, we got some washers. I believe they go onto the screw first, just like that. So there's the screw itself and then the washers around it. And I'm gonna put it there. I can. Come on. Oh, it's one of those. It's one of these. I think it's a really small one. Let me see here. Oh, it's the one that came with Nerf. Ooh, come back. Okay, let's see. Tighten this in. That's pretty tight. It's not really on there that well. Very strange. Let me see here. There's like a big gap in between the bar and the actual thing. This didn't come with any instructions, so it's very new to me. Wait, you just push it down? Dirt. Okay, so you have to hold it down while you're doing it. That way it goes through the priming bar and the actual priming pump grip. At least for the first one. After the first one, you should be able to do the other two pretty easily. Because this first one's going to hold the bar down. Oop, there it goes. I'm so lost right now. Okay. Let's go over this. No. It's a washer. Okay, one more on this side. We'll flip it over. Okay, flip it over, do the other side here. One screw goes up here. It's supposed to go through here, isn't it? No. Okay. That's pretty cool. They give you 2 extra screws just in case. Unless these little pieces go in some of them, which I'm not really sure of. I'll probably figure it out afterwards. I mean, the good thing about this kind of pump grip, I mean, this one and the other one that I've used, is it has Picatinny rail on the bottom, so you can put any kind of pump grip or hand grip on the bottom there. That'll fit. I have a grip coming from AK Blaster Mod, which is basically worker mod. Don't know when that's going to get here because it's shipping from Hong Kong. So, probably take, I mean, they said 2 weeks, so we'll see. Just going to put all these in for a little bit at first, and I'll go in with the tool afterwards. And we'll use a tool. And when you do this part, just do it so it's tight enough, because Is this? I don't think this is 3D molded, or sorry, 3D printed. So it's a little bit stronger. I think it's some sort of resin or something. But still, you don't want to, break it with a screw. You have to buy a whole new one. Nobody likes doing that. All right. Now where do these go? Oh, I wonder if they go here. Oh, and they put that extra screw through. That might be it. Yeah. We'll do it on the other side. I wonder if I can prime this without putting a handle on it. Let me see. Sometimes these are really tight, especially when they get stuck right here. Sometimes you need to give it a little leverage because it tends to stick. Almost there. Yeah, I can't prime this at the moment because I do need a pump on there because that spring is super strong. So once I get that, I don't have one in here. Do I? Okay, went ahead and grabbed a worker foregrip. These are two of the colors that they come in. These are a little funny because they're hollow inside. It's like, I mean, I understand, I guess, why, but you should put like a lid on this or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay. So to put this on, you need one of these. That's the one we've been using for those. Oh, there it is. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Put that back on the set before I lose it. Because I know I will. Let's see, I think this one is this size? Nope, a little bit smaller. This one? Yeah. Loosen that, loosen that. And you just pull these out. The other side will have the two bolts on there. And the easiest way to do this kind of is to go vertical like this. Put that gun on that side. Make sure that stays in. Put the bolts. I usually try to put one in first, And then once that one's in, the other one, it's real easy to put in. Start with just start screwing it in with your hand or pushing it, and then once it gets to the screw on the other side, you're gonna want to use your tool, clockwise of course, to tighten, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Okay, and then the other one, same thing. You want to make sure it's tight on there because you're pulling a very big spring towards you. Okay, let's see. Still stuck in there. Man. Maybe I might have to modify that spring. Wow. Yeah, because if I can't prime this, then what's the point?